Hello everybody, this is Molly. How are y'all doing? Well, I have a mini album I've made. Now, this is 2016 and I'm using a collection of graphic 45 papers that are from years ago, but they are beautiful. They may have even re-released them, but it's the Little Darlings collection. And I was inspired to create this by Ginger of My Sister Scrappers. She must make 2 mini albums a day. I make 1 mini album every 2 months or so. But she is a gifted artist and so generous in sharing her work. And I love her mini albums, so clean. Anyway, so I tried to copy her format, and she has tutorials and things. And then, of course, I can't help but put my own spin on it and all. But so here's the cover of it, and of course it's just you know, a chipboard cover, 3 pieces that you lay out, 2 pieces of paper. And then, you know, where it met, I put a little lace. And then, of course, I've used some of the dyed satin seam binding that I love so much. And then I popped all these up. I added them all to a little piece of thin chipboard, actually the back of a scrapbook tablet, so that they have a little height and dimension. And then just loaded on some different flowers and things. Hope my hand was in the way. I don't hope my hand was in the way. I'm saying, oh, my hand was in the way. Anyway, so there's the front cover. When you open it up, the inside cover is plain, and now every page is made so that a 4x6 photo will slip underneath these things. Now this one's having trouble coming up, but so a 4x6 photo. So I'm keep it clean because I want someone who doesn't scrapbook to be able to just slip a picture in there and go. So there's the next page. This page, and of course I tried to use up all of my collection. I've hoarded paper for years. I'm going to try to use some of it up, and flowers and things. So of course a lot of these are just the graphic 45 pieces of chipboard or stickers, and then I've tried to use some flowers. This was probably from Michael's $1.50 bin. And then just like Ginger shows, you know, I did the flap, and then every page, there's 5 pages, they all have the pullouts with the little tag. Now this is a Stampin' Up! Punch that I've had for years. I believe it's discontinued. I'm not sure why, but anyway, so every page is kind of the same construction of the tags. Only 2 pages that I put the flip on. Okay, next page, and see how they're just clean and simple, so I won't take too long showing you, but I was just thrilled to get to use up some of my papers. Aren't they cute? Okay, and here again is some of the pretty ribbon that I've gotten from an Etsy shop years ago. And I just love that paper, love the little chipboards. And again, they're all lifted up. And even this one is lifted so that you can put the picture underneath it. So, like I say, again, just the simplest little construction. Try to use every little scrip and scrap of stickers. Isn't that oh, that is such cute paper. Oh my gosh, that's darling. Okay, so there's that page. And then this one, I just took one of the chipboard pieces, and again, it's lifted up so you can put a picture underneath there. I keep putting my hand in the way. This is the flap on this one. Plain as it could be. I'll probably add something to this one now that after I'm filming, I'll probably go back and add something to this page. And here's the pullout for it. We're getting close to the end. I love Kewpie dolls. Isn't that darling? So, just simple as it could be, clean and simple, much like Ginger's things, only she's more creative. But again, I was using these for people who don't scrapbook, so I kept it really clean. Okay, getting to the last page, just mounted a couple of the little stickers onto the chipboard, and again, they're lifted up so you can stick a picture underneath them. Some really old flowers. This is lifted so that you can stick something underneath it. Now the corner isn't here, but this side is where you can put something underneath it. So there's the little mini album I made with the graphic 45 Little Darlings collection. Well, remember my goal first was to make a mini album, but second is to use up my paper. So I took the scraps from it and made some nauseatingly sweet a 2-page spread layout. So here's the first page, and you can see where I fussy cut the little girl, Here's some of those stickers. Another one of the stickers popped up. And then of course I cut some flowers out of the paper and put them on there. Just used a brad, and then I used stickles in the center of the brad. A lot of flowers. And then these leaves here are cut from 2 different dies. This real flourishy leaf that you see there is a Spellbinders leaf. These right here is an old punch that I have I think it's probably Martha Stewart or so. You know, and just loads of flowers. Okay, here's the second page. And what determined my pieces, sizes, was what scraps I had left over. I couldn't care less what size they were, I just stuck them down. Now, what you may notice on here, and if you can see this thing close up, I used vintage laces on here that are just beautiful. Old, stained eyelet laces and a pretty lace here. Just did a little punch. Again, here's a couple of flowers that I punched out of the paper. The rest are from the Michaels Dollar Bins or some petaloos or things. But, and even on this page, you could, I almost covered it up, but that is the most gorgeous piece of eyelet there. And you'll notice the eyelet here. That's all vintage lace. So, I just thought it went so well with the collection. And wanted to use up my scraps. So, here's what I wanted to share with you today. Couldn't be too much simpler, but I think whoever receives it will enjoy the fact that they can just put their beautiful little girls' pictures on there and go. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm going to get back to finishing the little boy one now. Y'all have fun.